Alright guys, for this one, we're gonna do the in-game music. We'll go like this. And we have the creators Tempesta. This race is gonna be our record-breaking race. We should be able to break records. We're using Gengar. Get him, Gengar, get him! His eyes looks like Psycho Crush's. I should do a Psycho Crusher build. Let's turn on our radio. We'll do Flume. Y'all ready?
2,
I know I am.
1.
Take it to 11.
I watched that movie Die Hard with John Travolta and Kevin Hart and Milana Vaintrub. They had a part where he was like, "Look at her and look at you." They was like, "Look at her and look at you." That shit had me laughing so hard. That shit was funny, man. I really like that movie. The action star school. It was hilarious. Love that movie. I didn't even know, like, I didn't hear about it or anything. It just popped up on my feed once. And I was like, oh, I gotta watch this. There are other movies I still gotta watch as well. But Die Hard was really worth it. I really liked it. John Travolta. It was hilarious. Little Kevin. I don't want to give anything away, but it was like the main character goes to an action star school, and it's very much like The Recruit, where you don't know what's real. Everything's a test. It's hilarious. She's an actress. The retractable knife. There's too many good parts. I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, this is definitely worth the watch. Really trying to beat their lap record this race, so I'm trying to focus. I think 31 minutes is the fastest time I've beat. I don't know if I got below 31, but I know that that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get below 31. He said, look at you. And look at her. Oh my god. You know, I thought the same thing at one point. I was thinking I'd probably turn all the driving assists and automatic transmission off and make it to where I got a shift and have it more like racing sim difficulty. I don't have like a steering wheel or any of that shit, but I feel like it would be much better to do all that with a like actual racing setup. But I'd probably try to do it with the... I used to do it with the controller. I think I could do it with the controller again. I think the right joystick just becomes the shifter, and I think you can do the clutch, but even in my real car, I would be able to shift without a clutch. There's like a certain RPM where it opens up, and you can actually just kind of like, I forget the term for it. It's like shifting without the clutch. You just, each gear naturally opens up at a specific RPM, and if you know that RPM, you can just slide the shifter from one gear to the next. And I would downshift like that too. But you really gotta like know like the RPM and like how the engine in your car works to be able to do it properly. What you don't want to hear is like the grinding and stuff. I would just feather the gas. I would just let out the gas an instant and then smooth shift it into the next gear, and it was like a little flex. Ah! I think we got that. Yeah, we got it. That's why I like that movie Speed Racer. I think it's like spot on. Like he's burnt out. He's in the bottom of the pit at that part, like where the race is actually. Look, let me. It's this one. It's this one. Hold on, not Firefox. It's this one. Y'all ready? I had to do it to him, guys. I had to do it to him. He's burnt out in the pit, right? Right here, he gets the spear hook. It's a spear hook. How could they? It's a spear hook. Film make him in Fandom Station. All right, I'll follow you. Look, guys, look. Oh shit! Yeah, a spear hook. That could cost him. Shame. For shame, sir. For shame. Look, look.
No, don't do this.
You developed this bond with the machine after so long. So many thousands of hours.
What is it? What's wrong?
The crash must have dislodged the main conductor.
The main conductor. The starter's overloaded, guys. Están muertos.
Inchart readings everywhere.
What do I do?
What do I do? Don't panic.
Just listen, Speed. Just
Listen, listen, listen.
Defibrillate the...
Sparky, give me a second.
What does the Xbox controller need?
Anything he can do?
Ran a patch to the starter, the Bernoulli converginator. If
The
you press start
Bernoulli
fifth gear, you
converge-
can jumpstart the whole thing.
Would he know that?
How would he know that?
Would Sparky?
If I just switch the controllers and I switch from automatic to manual transmission and turn off all the driving assist. Look, look, here it goes, watch. Fifth gear. Now look, watch.
He's back in it.
What? Christina Ricci? John Goodman?
Come on, kid. Move.
All these people. Go, 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 go. He's gonna do it.
I don't know why I'm doing it anymore.
I don't know why I'm doing it.
180 to be a driver.
You do it because you're
Do
driven.
it because you're driven.
Yes.
Racing has
Look
nothing
at him,
to do
watch
with
him.
cars
Or drivers.
Ready to put away your toys and grow up? Are
You ready to be a real race car driver? Woo! Look, look at the split.
If you know so much, why don't you
Get him,
tell
get
me
him.
I should keep driving?
That's for you to figure out. I just
Woo! He's in the Speed Force now.
that I'm there to see it.
You're there, man. It's on YouTube. I got TikToks as well. You just watch the channel. Look at him. Watch it.
Why
Go,
don't you
go.
do some of the things you do? And you just take my breath away.
I love you, Mom. Look, Christina Ricci. Look, watch, watch.
Remember that night? We said
I love you, Dad.
watched old Ben Burns' stick with him. That night something just
Oh, just clicked.
clicked.
Just clicks. Get him. Get him. Ill on him. Ill on him. Ill him. Stroking out. Get him. Get him with it. Racing's never changed. Carfu, guys. Carfu.
Doesn't matter if racing never changes.
Bruce Lee behind a wheel right here.
Because if we let racing change us,
You know?
When I'm in a T180, I don't know. Everything just makes sense.
Everything just makes sense, guys.
No hesitation. Nothing phases him.
Nothing
No one's
phases him.
capable of stopping him.
He's on a mission.
He's on a
More than
mission.
enough to go. Speed
Told
Racer
you.
is back.
Mission. Beat the odds like a drum.
Between him and destiny.
Killer like Killer Mike.
here we go again.
Here we go again. You ain't even in the race, broseph. Who were you? Who were you? Oh, you're the guy that was in the rear view that whole time. I remember now. Look at him. Carfu. Carfu. Ill on him. Ill on him. Go first person. Go first person. Oh, oh, he's in the Speed Force. Go, go, go. Yes. And then you go, ew, wormholes, wormholes, ew, ew. That's the wormhole right there. You got to do the nollie at the end, the one wheel nollie. Try to do that one wheel nollie, guys. I don't know if it's been done. Look at the dripping. It's dripping. He's got the drip. And it's like the, oh. Sat at the computer too long, got some blood clots. I gotta do some exercises. I need one of those massage guns. Alright guys. Back to the race. That's what we're doing here at the Stalwart Vanguard. Every day we do. Every day we do. Back. That was a wall. Back to the Speed Force. That's called priming. You start priming, and then you go back into the chill drive here, and you're like, oh yeah, actually this is pretty chill. But you're like all primed. This drink brought to you by Logan Paul and PrimeLLC.com. I saw my son drinking one of those Prime energy drinks yesterday. I was like, oh shit, is he gonna be a UFC fighter now? I don't know. Who knows? To the heavens. The heavens. I was like, I'm recording, right? Yeah, I'm recording. Back to the Speed Force, guys. What do you need? 5th gear, go! We would just go very slow. if we put our car in 5th gear, we tried to go off for that, we would just speed up very slowly. If the car didn't die, we would have to really gun it so the car didn't die. I guess that's what he does though, right? And that's just what the Bernoulli Converginator is capable of. That's kind of crazy. Ah! You want real power, you go, or you want real kick, you go Bernoulli, right? Bernoulli. Is that a real company? Is it real? I need some water. I can wait 20 minutes for water. Who am I kidding? 19 minutes for water. Yeah. I guess the trick would be trying to grab it while still staying on the gas. And making a more than 180-degree turn. Ah! We're driving with our legs. I was just like brushing the controller against my thigh. Trying to turn. Alright. Here's a thing right here. That's a sturdy sign. Get back into it. The Speed Racer. Speed Force. That reminds me of that Sugar song. Sugar. It goes da na 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 da da na 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 da 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 da. Sugar, let me come and put it down on me. I'm right here, waiting. Come and put it down on me. What are you gonna come in your love? Right? Isn't that sugar? I don't know. Narrow passages here. Gotta beat the time, guys. Focus. Just use some focus. Just a little bit of discipline. Just a little bit of focus. Focus! What are you doing? What are you... Elude Stalwart, L on him. Ugh. It's just that Speed Racer movie's just so good. I really like how they've been changing stuff in this game. Like, we did the live summit and they had real alien spaceships. You'll be driving some of these races and the map will just go perpendicular up in front of you and you're like, what? You start driving on the walls and changing into different vehicles, like you turn into an airplane or a boat. You jump off a cliff and become a boat and then just like power through the water, or you go to mountain biking or something crazy. And then the stunt stages, those are cool too, like driving like a stuntman through boxes and ramps and stuff. And then they got police chasing and derby races. I'm really burpy now. I've been taking a lot of powder supplements. I was like, I'm gonna take a break from the powder supplements for like a day or so. Cause I ain't trying to fuck around with no kidney stones. I don't know if it's just protein like that you gotta worry about, but I've been taking like green, like a powder green mix and like a powder energy boost. And I'm like, this is a lot of powder. I try to space it out throughout the day so my body has a chance to absorb it. Not shotgunning it all. At first I was shotgunning it all at once at the beginning of the day. I felt kind of fucked off. I was like, oh man, I felt kind of fucked off. So I started like spacing it out a little bit more. And that's the On It New Mood's really good. I think it really makes my I take this Delta 8 THC. It works a lot better with that New Mood stuff. It makes me actually feel the effects. I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. Oh. So I've been spacing that out. I'll take one of those New Moods like early in the day. Probably not today since I had this 5-hour energy. There's a lot of B6 vitamins. I don't think your body like does anything bad if you get too much. I think it just like comes out as waste. But I still don't want to do too much to myself. I don't know what kind of adverse effects or long-term, long-lasting effects any of that shit's gonna have. But I do feel like my genome has been altered by 5-hour energy. I drank so much of them. There are people who drink Monsters all the time and like those types of things. I'm just the 5-hour energy. I was just doing that. I preferred it. Was kind of like, you know, the same reason why they got cappuccino. So you don't have to have all that coffee liquid. You got the little cappuccino. It's like much less liquid. In that same way, 5-hour energy is just like this little shot. It's not very much liquid sloshing around in my body or anything. But coffee's good too. Like on occasion I'll do coffee, but I'll do it black with some honey. And that's usually how I do my coffee. You have to like your honey in order for that to work though. And I happen to luck out and the honey that I get's pretty good. For my liking, for my taste. I have been eating more sugar lately. It's not really bad. I think my body is like caught up now, so whenever I do get sugar, it processes it a little better, I guess. But I think if there is anything going on, it's because of the sugar. I've had like ice cream bar. It was like one of those Mr. Goodbar type things, except this was like a cookie, Oreo cookie one. So I had that. I had one of those. And I think there was, oh, those little Kind bars. The Kind bars as well. I eat one of those as well. Or I had a few of those. But I remember thinking like, oh, I'm cheating today. I was like really cheating today. But that's the most cheating I've done in a long time with my diet stuff. I've been staying pretty consistent with that. I'm trying different things now that I got these supplements and stuff, seeing like, if I'm changing this, I'm gonna see how much I can change and still feel okay. I've been feeling alright. I've been feeling like my mood's been alright. I'm not really like, I'm not been consistent with my meditation. Like today I didn't meditate. And then I missed one other day, maybe a few days ago. I probably still will. Like it's just in my morning, like I usually have this specific routine where I do these things, and that's been different lately. And I don't think it's been disrupted or anything, but I think I'm just like trying to shake off the cobwebs and mix it up, make my day a little bit more dynamic. Because I think the habits I developed that routine for are ingrained now. I think I've already ingrained the habits I was trying to put in, like, you know, stretches and rotates, the exercises, the reading. Like I've been trying to read at least 30 minutes every day, or a chapter every day or something like that. I don't know. But then I also just do a lot of passive reading in the games that I play, like where I'm still trying to interpret and understand things from text. I've been on TikTok less, so less TikTok. Disrupting the routines kind of gives me more or less TikTok time. I missed 2 days of posting, so like I didn't post 2 days ago. I've been actually trying to follow my human design, we all have a design. It's kind of like a zodiac or kind of like horoscopes or whatever. But this is like deeper than that. Like I think it takes into account like your inner engineering or what have you. So like I've been trying to go off of that, and I feel like it could work for me. Like I don't know if it is working for me. I think it has been working for me, but what it says is like I don't chase, I attract. So I've been trying to attract more and chase less. And I guess posting content is chasing. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm documenting, like this is my journal or something like that. But I can see how I have been chasing in some ways, and I think I'm switching now to more of the attract mode. So I'm gonna be doing less, I guess, divine masculine, energetic chasing, and I'll do more divine feminine, energetic attracting. Right? Gravity. So yeah, that's what's been going on lately. I just gotta pretty much see how my day treats me and try to make each next day treat me better than the last, and cooperate with what's going on around me to do that. I don't know. I feel like I haven't really been having very many deep, profound thoughts lately either. I think I still am pretty introspective, just like searching within for answers and stuff, like often, even when I'm not doing my meditations. Like it's just how my mind works, I guess. I'm always thinking about different things consistently. I think that's the opportunity to journal or like write something down or make a specific video addressing those issues. If you got like repetitive thoughts or behaviors, there's something you're trying to tell yourself. Maybe we act out what we don't understand how to speak about. So look at the actions. Documenting those actions probably would be useful. I think that's what I'm doing here. I'm documenting to a certain extent. But I don't know, like I don't think I'm focused on or worried about as much as I think I just kind of like try to enjoy the moment. I'm not very forward thinking or future planning, or like I have an idea where I'm headed, but I guess it's like the Goggins book was talking about it. Like when you're on a long run, it's, for me, I like to pick a spot on the horizon and then go that way. And then once you get there, you pick another spot on the horizon and you go that way. And that's kind of like a very straightforward way of understanding how I try to like channel all my thoughts and behaviors. They're all heading towards something I see on the horizon, but I don't have much like plan or like strategy or anything like really deep or profound to say other than that. It's just like pick a spot on the horizon and go that way. You'll find obstacles and stuff, and I think as long as you still maintain like that direction, they'll be overcame without much difficulty, because your focus is on the horizon, not the obstacles, right? And then the obstacles are just really like opportunities to grow. They're what's going to prepare you for what you get when you get to that horizon. So yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. That's what I do whenever I'm racing. That's what I do whenever I'm playing my games. It's like I got some horizon I see that I'm working towards, but I can't tell you how I'm going to be shaped and influenced along the way. One thing that's popping up on my radar a lot is collaboration. Seeking out more collaboration. I'm not against collaboration. I just don't know how to explain to people the horizon I see that I'm working toward. Like I'd much rather just like I don't know. I don't even know. Like I guess if I understood how collaboration could benefit me in the ways that it could. I wouldn't even mind playing tambourine and being on a team because I feel like maybe I'd be a much better number 2 or something. Like I'm not sure. Just to get to know what's going on in the industry of whatever it is I'm into. Like I don't know what am I even talking about right now? I'm not against working on a team though. I think I do good in small groups, like especially like teams of 2 or 3. I was thinking maybe I should just get an assistant to help me kind of map shit out or something. What kind of qualifications would that assistant need though? So what am I doing? I'm starting a business. Trying to promote my brand, playing video games. I want to get to a level where it's like competitive. Like I want to get to a competitive level. And like some of the games I really enjoy playing, like Final Fantasy or World of Warcraft. I think the Crew 2 would be cool, but I don't know like what the online gameplay is like when you race against other players. The last time I did that, I think it was the queuing, the matchmaking system kind of took me out of it. I like the way Tekken does its matchmaking system because in between matches, like you could still play your character and learn moves and combos and stuff. And then it's like you can go into battle after battle. That's kind of what I like about the Crew 2's hypercar race here. It's like I can stop wherever I am in the Crew 2 world and instantly teleport over and begin doing this race. And this race here is like the largest source of income I've seen. Like, I don't know, time spent converted to money, like I think it's more money per hour than most other races. I don't know, maybe there's a shorter race you get a lot of money from. And you could do 5 of those in the time it takes you to do 1 of these. Like, and maybe you end up with more money. I haven't found that race. I've not been looking for it. I like long straightaway races like this, where I feel like I could drive for a long while. And that's what I like about Tekken and World of Warcraft and even Final Fantasy. When I'm playing the fighting games, like I want to be in combat. I don't want to be like reading through the story or the dialogue or like having to do like some sort of a delivery quest from one side of the zone to the other side of the zone and back and forth before I get to actually fight something. And then whenever I actually do want to fight something, like I want there to be a couple rotations. Like I don't want to like 1-shot it or 2-shot it, or it'd be so hard that I'm sitting there fighting for 30 minutes and barely surviving. Like there has to be some sort of sweet spot. And it's got to be dynamic or rubber bandy. Like you got to feel like you're overpowered sometimes, but then you got to feel like you're underpowered at times. And I feel like you could probably hit a sweet spot where on average, like you feel about as powerful as what you're challenging and you get a couple rotations off in the fight. But that's with like Final Fantasy games and stuff like that. Another thing the Final Fantasy game I noticed is like, I like the dungeon crawling and all that. But every boss has like some sort, well, not every boss. It's quite often they have like a lot of those mechanics, certain mechanics you got to communicate about, like in order to understand what's going on, or you got to get a wipe before you see what's going on. I remember Lost Ark being like that, where it's like the guys that have done this fight know that everybody who hasn't done this fight is gonna die. But for whatever reason, the guys who've done the fight don't really explain it or even remember the fight. So, like, they're remembering as you're doing the different encounter mechanics and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess without showing you, I can't really explain it too well. It's probably not even useful to talk about when I'm playing a game like the Crew 2. But yeah, I want more games where it's like more back-to-back combat. I do like breaks and stuff like that. I like being able to pause and step away and stuff, but I think my favorite thing about games like World of Warcraft and Tekken and Final Fantasy is how much you get to do. Like there's all them buttons, all those moves and utilities you could throw at any point, and I think I just like more of my brain being engaged in what I'm doing. I think I get to a point sometimes where I can get kind of autopilot on certain things and then just like let my mind wander on other things. And when I do that with World of Warcraft or something, I'm usually like muting or barely listening to the game, but fully engaged in like a podcast or a lecture or something off to the side. I used to do that a lot, but I haven't really been doing that lately. I think that's why I've not had any really deep or profound insights or anything. A lot of the times I'm turning on the camera and I don't even know what I'm talking about or what I'm going to say. And I feel like if I'm not really like brushing up on the things like growth mindset and personal development or the nature of consciousness and like all the things like I intellectually am curious about, if I'm not actively listening to that stuff, I feel like I don't really have much to say. And I'll only really be talking about the same things that I'm listening to anyways, but I don't know, like maybe there's conversation to be had there and some of that stuff. I wonder sometimes what it would be like to have like a I don't even know where I was going with that. I forget. We're almost done here, guys. I don't know if I beat the 31 minutes. We're 5% away, and we're about 40 seconds away. So 5% at 40 seconds. Can we beat 40 seconds? I don't think so, right? Can we get through 5% in 40 seconds? No, don't look like it. 3% remaining. 20 seconds to go. Go, 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 go. Don't let the NOS max. Okay, go, go, go. 10 seconds, guys. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. No. 31 minutes still ain't that bad. GG. Yeah, I'm down though. I need a team. I don't know if I should get like a spiritual advisor, a life coach, or the accountant seems to only want to deal with money, so the accountant's not. He's off the table. He's been blowing me up lately. I feel bad because I know he's trying to get in before tax season, but I don't know what I'm doing, bro. All right, guys. Until next time, peace.